This is an interesting one. The aesthetic is sort of reminiscent of the early, ending of the first episode. Those 3 blue and gray maps. Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead here. That's cool. The layout is also sort of reminiscent in some ways. It's very complex and intricate. Down to 10 health already here. You'd probably think, oh, this isn't the run either. This is the run. Just goes to show. Minimum damage plasma bullet. Very cool. I kind of feel like the hardest part of this map is right at the start, when you don't really have access to anything you need. This is a very generous one in terms of health and armor. There's like 2 blue armors, I think 2 megaspheres, and 3 or 4 probably supercharges. There's a lot to work with, but until you can get at it, you gotta make some sacrifices to get at it. I'm not sure what opens up that door that I just went through. I have no idea what triggers it. It'd be nice to know, because it would have been nice to get that green armor quicker. Blunt some of all the damage I've been taking so far. I don't think, and it kind of scares me off of going right for the blue armor immediately. So, oh, I just barely picked up an armor, but like, that green armor is honestly kind of useless. Like, by the time you can get almost anywhere, you can get a blue armor, and obviously that's way better, and you're pretty much sitting on blue armor the entire way through the match if you don't get killed. So, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I still don't really know what the optimal strategy for this map is. The routing in general is sort of complex. There's a blue and a yellow key. You only need one of them in order to move forward and get the red key, which unlocks the exit. But additionally, the blue key gives you access to the rocket launcher, and the yellow key gives you access to the plasma rifle, as you can sort of see to the right there if you were looking. There was a plasma rifle behind yellow thingies. So, like, you actually need both, in my opinion. I can't remember if the switch does anything. And by the way, that pool on the floor is hurt floor, 10 per tick, so you gotta watch out. So, yeah, just get the blue armor. These 2 switches, blue and yellow, they both will drop those pillars there and let you into the Spider Mastermind encounter. Now, this is kind of tricky. So when you grab this, you get a fairly nasty encounter where that guy comes in, and also several revenants get introduced to the room, as well as quite a few specters. So it can be a mess. I mean, in a way, it's straightforward. And it's a lot of fun. I really actually like this fight quite a bit. I like most of the fights in this map. If you drop off that ledge, towards where the maculae are, that's what will let you get to the yellow key. But it's rather difficult if you don't have the rocket launcher. So I do blue first because this is manageable without anything. It's probably a viable strategy to go for yellow first and then use the plasma rifle to completely pave over the blue key fight, get the rocket launcher. But at that point, you hardly need the rocket launcher, so I don't know. Just doing that for the rocket ammo. Don't want to go through there yet. Don't want to go in there without the plasma rifle. So this is where the rocket launcher is. I'm pretty proud of shooting past that guy and hit stunning him. Pretty slick. Anyway, the only thing there for now is the rocket launcher. It'll become important for a secret later on. So yeah, now it's time to go for yellow. This would definitely be obnoxious if you didn't get the blue and the rocket launcher first. Mostly because there wouldn't be a good way to take out these idiots. Well, then there wouldn't be a good way to take out the paint elementals either. Yeah, that would be nasty. This blue first is definitely the way to go. Because this is quite easy. I'm a little annoyed that I couldn't get cover from that guy. But whatever. This part isn't really that dangerous. So, the next encounter, that thing lowers, you can go through that teleporter, which puts you where the Macubi were, and also opens some monster closets. It's hurt floor up there, so grab this. It's like, that's not what it looked like when I left. Nice thing is that low ceilings, and especially ceilings with changing heights, tend to fuck up lost souls. So you generally can just hang out there and kill them all without really even getting hit. And then cleaning up cacodemons on their own, and there aren't that many of them, it's no big deal. So this is really a pretty, you know, simple encounter if you can quick kill the paint elementals. If you can't, it gets out of control. So you can get the yellow key, and then this is just for a secret dropping off the edge here. It's completely unnecessary to do because I could get the same effect or a better effect really just by collecting the supercharge and blue armor that was in that room. But this is fun. So when you get the Megasphere, it triggers a gigantic teleport wave of zombie, and then there's these two archviles as well. It's really interesting because, like, you do have cover from the archviles, but it's kind of difficult to just, you know, keep track of what's going on. And you don't want to focus on the archviles at first. It's better just to kill zombiemen, you know, lower the population enough that you can just do this. Because eventually, like, there's nothing blocking your rockets. You know, if you try to kill the archviles early with rockets, you're going to get real sad because you'll blow yourself up on zombiemen. But, you know, they're completely stuck resurrecting things that don't provide any shielding value. It's pretty cool. I really like that encounter. It's totally optional and not exactly beneficial, but worth doing anyway. So, with both keys, there's no reason, well, there's nothing to do but go on to the Spider Mastermind fight. So there's in the place around that circular platform, a bunch of imps flood, and a Spider Mastermind gets placed on top of it. You can telefrag him by going through the teleporter that these guys are guarding, which ordinarily it sort of blocks you off, and you have to like hug the wall really closely so the Spider Mastermind can't shoot you, and it's a really obnoxious encounter. But I only noticed just tonight that you can just, from that secret area, you can just kill those guys, and then you can kill the Spider Mastermind immediately, and then you're at your leisure to, you know, just have a nice, fun, low-pressure time squashing imps. It's, I mean, even with the Spider Mastermind up there, you can use the pillars for cover, you can hug the wall. It's not really that difficult, but it's kind of finicky, and I don't think it's that fun. I mean, this is pretty simple, too. It's not like this. But I enjoy squishing masses of imps. It's cathartic. Like popping pimples. So that's that. And it doesn't really matter how much damage you take here since there's a required Megasphere coming up. So I switched to the chain gun just because I'm interested in flipping a shoot switch rather than killing anybody for the next thing. This next setup is sort of hard to... right here you got to squeeze by the Cyber Demon. That's obnoxious because he could just kill you. But there's a switch behind the invulnerability we saw that once you hit it, it lowers that elevator, which then you can, or raises the elevator rather. Anyway, it lets you get up here. What I'm doing here is just trying to trigger some infighting. Get that guy shooting me, then swing him left so the splash will actually hit anybody. And we can see that it's working. And then from up here, since once you come from that doorway, that little ledge drops a bit. I think I might try to trigger the Cyber Demon again, but nothing really comes of it. Anyway, from here you can drop in and get the invulnerability. You don't have to do this. You can just run through instead, ignore the invulnerability, and just head right up these stairs. It's in some ways less risky, because this part, like, you can just pretty much ignore. This part's actually quite manageable. You don't go as aggressive as this. But you don't need invincibility for it. The only thing is that killing this this archville is sort of obnoxious without it. You don't do it like this, that's for sure. So with the red key, you can go through this door. I'm trying to take a little advantage of the invincibility, but it's not possible to. Not really. I might have been better off taking advantage of the invincibility to kill things in the main area. Go back to the yellow key area and grab the extra health and blue armor that was there. But on the other hand, I don't know, the Cyberdeum in the way. This whole level, like, when you reveal that Cyberdeum, it kind of reshapes the entire main area, like drops a bunch of floor. I'm not sure if it's even really navigable anymore. That's one of the interesting things about this map, is how it really reshapes itself a lot as things develop. Cool map in a lot of ways. Structurally, in terms of encounters, aesthetically. Good map. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I don't know. Good map.